Okay, 1 second.
We're live.
Um,
Uh,
Stall for
welcome
me.
back. Ain't no stalling. It's just straight balling. How you doing? It's your favorite swordsman in the world, Star Unbeasy, aka the Immortal Iron Fist, aka the Rap Game Sinbad, aka the Rap Game Jeff Hardy, aka Star Ultra, aka Double R Star, Raw and Real. That's how we keep it all the time. Welcome back to the Two Wings podcast. You know what I'm saying? My co-host is
Getting the link
assimilating,
ready.
getting his, getting everything together. But you know what I'm saying? In the meantime, what's up? What's going on? Have y'all been catching up? Manga, anime? Personally, me, I'll tell y'all what I got going on real quick, and y'all can go ahead and relay whatever's going on in y'all lives. We'll check that out. But working on a project album right now, The Immortal Iron Fist, coming out June 6th. That's this Saturday. Been putting a lot of work, effort into that. It's a very ninja inspired. It's gonna be like it's gonna be like a ninja film straight in the '90s, man. Like really taking that shit backwards. So a lot of anime references, a lot of dope, real substance for anyone for all ages and all backgrounds to enjoy to some extent. So definitely check that out when it drops. It's gonna be beautiful, amazing. You know what I'm saying? Watch for this. This will come in handy soon. But, One Piece, what's it called? Shamrock just got revealed. Or I think he just got seen in the Elbaf trailer.
Yeah.
Having some mixed feelings about that. I feel like Logan could have waited on that a little bit. But I personally haven't been watching the anime for a few weeks just for, all this music stuff that's been going on, coinciding. But what's up? Where we at, guys? Talk to me. I know even our basketball fans, Knicks, Spurs, finals. If you watching, if you tuning in.
Okay.
Knicks in 4.
It's a crazy statement, bro.
Knicks in 4. Y'all got to know where I stand.
Victor Wembanyama is 8 feet tall.
Wembanyama's dope. He really is. For my Knicks.
What's up, people?
You got the chef himself, Mr. 1-800.
Appreciate y'all for popping up. Sorry, I was just getting a little link ready so that everybody can join via Instagram if you would feel so inclined. You know what I mean? I'm going to also do this. Just getting the link ready one more time. Live.
How we feeling about Loki as a character so far? Like, what do you feel like he's added to the story right now?
Bro, he's added like multiple layers of shit. He's added like lore, like, because now we're, even with his eyes, like what does that mean with the serpent eyes? You know what I mean? That has to have something to do with like some ancient void history. I feel like that might coincide with the red line. What do they call it? That little Yggdrasil. Is that the dude who wraps around the earth?
No, Yggdrasil is the tree.
Normangander.
Yeah, Normangander.
Normangander. That was the first thing I thought of. I don't know. I didn't trust myself. What's it called? So he's got that aspect of lore. Plus, he also brings into play like the warrior giant lore with like the Nidhogger, as well as like the Ratatotsker and what that has to imply for like the Void Century and things like that. Plus, he's gonna give us more Shanks lore because there's still more we have to learn about Loki through Shanks. Or about Shanks through Loki, and how he even got in that predicament to where he was tied up and found by Luffy in the first place. Those are just off the top of my head. I know I'm forgetting more, but even when Loki had been fighting, which has been for like, it feels like before we got into this Brook flashback, like 4 chapters straight of just literally
straight boxing. Basically.
Every beginning was just like Emu and Loki fighting for like 2 pages of it was starting to get a little repetitive, but every time Emu would drop some crazy lore. It would literally just be like Emu's talking to himself. Loki's like, "What the fuck are you saying?" And then Emu drops a crazy lore bomb while Loki's trying to boom his ass. Like literally, and like it's just like as simple as that. But like, yeah, bro. And then also like he brings like to wrap it up, he's one of the missing pieces to like the whole culmination of how this is gonna end. Like it's literally Loki and Luffy are the only two people that we've seen so far to not be controlled by Dami Reversi. It's got to have some prophetical, like prophet. I don't even know if I use that word right, but like some implications on that. There's just a lot, and I think really what it is like we're seeing the reincarnation thing kind of play out in real time, where it's like just like Momonosuke. I think the main players for real are pretty much all the princes and princesses except for Rebecca, because she fucking sucks, guys.
Rebecca's who?
We hate Rebecca. I hate Rebecca. I'm not going to speak for him.
That's Dressrosa, right?
Yeah. She fucking sucks, bro. Or maybe I only have anime experience with Rebecca, but bro, Rebecca in the anime sucks.
Her relationship with Luffy is
worst.
like mad cute. I ain't gonna lie, son.
Bro, nah, bro.
I love their dynamic. She's like,
she can't even call this nigga his real name. I hate that shit.
calls her Lucy.
I'm like, bro, I'm about to save your ass. You better fucking learn my name.
Bro, Luffy's whole thing is calling niggas.
But he's
wrong.
cool. Luffy's cool as fuck. Rebecca's not cool. She was kind of cool in the palace for just a little bit, and I felt bad. And then like we just kept getting more and more and
She had a
more,
hard
bro.
life.
Bro, I know she had a hard life. Like literally, bro, I was watching the Dressrosa recap by Grand Line Reviews. Shout out that shit, bro. They literally recapped her story. I'm saying literally, but I'm gonna throw out this number it's in the 40 or 50 range. They recapped her fucking Kiro's backstory 48 times in the anime. What? To where it's like, okay, I get it, your life sucks. I understand your life sucked 27 times ago.
I mean, Dressrosa wasn't the best arc, let's be honest.
And she was a part of that.
Yeah, you're right.
Viola over Rebecca every day of the week, bro.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's not even close, bro. You know where I stand.
But yeah, I mean, you're right though. It is like mostly royalty when it comes to who's playing the largest roles towards this new evolution of the world. But I think it's like a reset of the world, kind of. You know how it was like 20 kingdoms? It's just that being revived, where it's like the next world is gonna be ushered in by the next 20 kingdoms, or you know what I'm saying? Whoever takes up these roles, whether it's a good force or an evil force.
I think it's specifically like the people who are like of prophecy are definitely like Luffy, Vivi, like probably in order: Luffy, Vivi, Shirahoshi, Momonosuke, then Loki. Those are like the 5 key players where they all have like ties to like the past, like Momo and how he can control Zou, how he read Odin's book, who we still don't really know.
He can hear the voice of all things.
He can hear the voice of all things. He's pivotal, and he's going to be pivotal. He's got Kaido's fruit, like a perfect replica of it, you know. And like, he even said he can't die. Like he's after reading Odin's, memoir. You know what I mean? Like we don't know what that means yet. Something about the Void Century, but he can't die. Even his mom is like his mom is literally the first time we've ever seen time travel in One Piece. That's not the last time.
His dad was like a legendary warrior since like childhood, and his mom was a time traveler.
Yeah, bro. And Toki's definitely gonna come into play in the future. Mr. Morge has a theory, and I really am kind of vibing with it.
Not Toki?
Yeah, not Toki herself, but like her
okay,
fruit.
my bad. I was about to say,
her fruit, because she's dead already. But like I'm saying, like you know, just like how it is with Brook right now. Like we got the current of Brook, and like where we got the current of Toki and how it all ended up. But we know we're gonna get a little flashback and see why she had to go back into the future. And they're saying like Morge has a theory. Mr. Morge, shout out his theory that basically in that the One Piece is like has been sent to the future, and it's not there yet. That's why when Roger and them were like, we're too early, because Toki sent it like to that specific time in the future, you know, supposedly, like, you know, like just allegedly, and that would make a lot of sense as to why.
But Okay, I get. We don't have to get into the whole theory breakdown.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering how that would go. Cause didn't she get sick on the way? It was her and Buggy, right?
No, Buggy. Buggy. They did find Buggy.
'Cause I was gonna say two niggas got sick before they went to Raftool, and it was Buggy and Shank stayed behind
Shank stayed behind.
with Buggy, and I think Toki stayed behind too. They both got sick.
Don't you think that's coincidental?
But it just makes me think,
Yeah.
how would she go there to send this thing, into the future if she couldn't even get to the island? You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, because they're saying like, well, what I think is like, because Joy Boy and them probably were already there. Like,
Is she you think she's from there?
yeah, yeah. Like her and Joy Boy, I think are from the same timeline, and then like he probably like, honestly, Laugh-Tale is probably has got remnants of the Ancient Kingdom. I wouldn't be surprised if like we found out that the Ancient Kingdom was just Laugh-Tale or whatever.
Facts.
Like, into where it's like, oh, like
Some time warp shit.
yeah, like, hey, I'm gonna send a bit of this to this time. Like, I'm gonna imagine if I'm FedExing this shit to like Africa or whatever, right? And it's like I know where I'm taking it to Africa, and even though like I already shipped it there, but maybe like if we went on a voyage to go after the fact of me already shipping it, and I got sick right before we actually landed there in that current timeline, that doesn't necessarily change the fact that I already shipped it like in the past.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's just like that's like all speculative, but it's good speculation type shit, I think. Let's get some people in the chat. Let's get some questions in the chat. Let's see how y'all's day's going. What's going on? If y'all are still with us, if y'all are still here.
Seriously, it's been like 4 years.
Oh God, a
Tell
whole
me
time
something.
skip. The shit. Do you want to just, with that being said, we can just get right into the
Right into the nitty gritty.
chapter? Yeah. You want to just like go over the events, and then we can just like sit down and like unpack that said chapter, then on to the next type deal.
Let's do it.
Okay, cool. So this is chapter 1182. Came out on Mother's Day, by the way, the day after my birthday. Zaza.
Hey, speaking of moms, your mom's called.
Did she?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
If you want to go handle that, I can handle this chapter.
Hold on. Yeah, guys, sorry.
So we go ahead and go. We're gonna jump straight into 1182, where it starts off with Emu and Ratotska Ragnar having a dialogue between each other, showing some type of long-standing history, saying that I haven't seen you since like 800 years, or it's been so long since I've seen you in that exact form, and they go back and forth for a short amount of time. And then from there, we cut straight into Sanji, where he's about to rejoin the fight. He's heavily injured, but he's about to rejoin the fight because Killingham has been boosted with Eames' Omen ability and has went to pursue the kids again and restart his mission. So against the advice of Vegapunk and Bonnie, he goes off to rejoin the fight. Straight after that, we go to the underground passage that was in the back of the library, where we cut to Biblo, Saul, and Robin, where Saul is kind of questioning Biblo and being like, there's something about you, like some mysterious aura going on that we don't, that we're trying to figure out. And so I don't know exactly how the books were moved. Like, obviously, like, not obviously, but more than likely him shrinking the books down and, carrying it all and taking it, to the, kind of like that back room, backstairs kind of area. Then going from there, we go to Somers, who just stole a giant pirate ship, and he's also about to continue this mission. And he also has this Omen boost. He's geeked up. He got his heart back, and now he's on one. So there's like a lot going on in this chapter, at least like action-wise, of there's something going on over here, and there's something going on over here, and then over here, but it's a collective kind of pull of the God Knights are restarting their mission or continuing their mission because they've just been boosted. And now all of the Straw Hats basically are kind of like offshooting or collectively offshooting to go handle these problems. And Loki's dealing with Emu. So after that, we see Zoro and Goldberg where they're now headed towards the fray. And not much detail there, but Zoro talks about how Eames' ability is extremely dangerous and that if something isn't done soon, that things are going to get ugly. Then Killingham summons a Sleepdid that was known as the god that poured water on the celestial dragons, Zaza. And this legend or this fear came from this foreign concept to the celestial dragons of water falling on top of their head because they lived on top of the red line, which is like above the clouds. So the fear of rain was manifested as this Sleepdid, Zaza, which is like this giant water maiden with multiple arms. Kind of like, if y'all remember, it kind of reminds me of like when Aang went to the Avatar state in the Northern Water Tribe and had like that giant water avatar around him. That's kind of what it reminds me of. And Killingham also mentions, he's talking to Somers, like telling him all this, that I just summoned it and I can't control it. And Somers is like, you summoned that? Like that thing? And he's like, yeah, but I think it's under control. So then we see that Zaza is starting to capture the kids while Zoro and Sanji cross paths, telling each other not to fail on their respective missions. And other than, I don't know if it's mentioned earlier. If it is, then, just slip my mind, remind me. But it was verbally confirmed that Eames' body is not supposed to be in a lower realm. So keep that in mind as all of this is going on. Like, Eames is staying neck and neck with one of the biggest powerhouses we've seen in the story thus far in a weakened state. You know what I'm saying? Like real like Chad Beard, Marineford kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? Bro, sick as hell, still, putting up 60 points. Like this shit don't make no sense. So from there, we're going to jump straight into 1183, where it kind of restarts the same formula of we get a panel of Eam and Ragnar conversing again. This is amongst, them trading attacks with each other constantly. And we get a name reveal of Dozon, or Eam says that he hasn't seen him in that form or seen him with a partner since Dozon, which I believe is the previous warrior god. So that name is something that we're all gonna, keep tucking back. Sanji arrives to the scene in dismay to the Zaza scene. We cut to Sanji arriving to the scene, and he's just unsure what to do. It's like, what would you do if you saw this giant water monster just capturing people? Can't really cut or attack it because it's water. And most of the people there can't even use hockey, so this is just a whole thing. And the Giants' parents, I think Ripley specifically, was saying that we have to do something, and she's being advised against that by Chopper, saying that they'll succumb to their injuries if they move too much. And she said not verbatim, but she said that what was the point of living if their children are going to be ripped from their arms again? So after that, we cut to Usopp's group, which is Brook, Nami, Jinbei, and Frankie, where we really start diving into this whole rigmarole between Gunko and Brook that was seen in previous chapters. And as he starts questioning him, Usopp to Brook, we we get a reveal that Gunko's real name is Shuri. She's a princess from the kingdom of Asperia, and that in real time she's supposed to be 77 years old. To which they're all like, well, then that can't be her, right? Because she's in this young body. But either way, she poses a threat, and it's leaving Brook with this feeling of confliction of seeing different sides of this person that he's known for a long time and not knowing where they stand, like if this is an enemy, if this is, you know what I'm saying? So, okay, going backwards a little bit, he says that he viewed 3 different personas of her during this whole time on Elbaf, which was her normal personality, or the one that he knew, the one that saved him, and the demon form that was possessed by Eem. So I think there's a consistent theme within One Piece where the body can house multiple entities or spirits. Because, you know, we have Blackbeard with the Davy Jones theory, and how it was even said verbatim in Jaya that whoever they was, you know, it wasn't just one person, like it was multiple people. And I think that theme is only going to become more prevalent to how the entire story gets wrapped up. If you're wondering where I'm at, 1183.
1183.
And Brook says that Gunko is split into 3 different personalities.
Okay, cool. Damn, we already finished 1182. What's it called? Sorry about that, y'all. Had to take a call, but muy importante. So
Don't be sorry about that, nigga.
Yeah. But I know my
Thank y'all for
my
the
co-host held it down. What's it called? Yeah, I know you basically went over 1182. What's it called?
Yeah.
I just wanted to. There was just one.
We can
part,
touch on some points, yeah.
Yeah, there was just one specifically the Biblio thing, because when Stahl was like, "Hey, he's like a little strange, like you know, like something up about him." I just noticed because this is a common trait with like precisely like I think 5 different characters in the story as well, where they have the ring on their eyes.
Yeah.
Emu, so like the most notable characters we know of this is Emu, Mihawk, Zunisha, and Cavendish. And
But isn't it Cavendish's like
when he turns into
personality?
Hakuba.
Hakuba, yeah.
So and that's make sure my mic is all not messed up. But like basically what's it called? Especially when that specifically happens when he's possessed. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, so and maybe as we were just shitting on Just Rosa, maybe Hakuba, because he was the first person besides Mihawk that we've seen with those eyes.
Those ring eyes.
Yeah, but he was the first person to where those eyes, the eye transformation symbolized, like it was an indicator of when he was being taken over. So maybe because there's been a lot of speculation between Emu and Mihawk as of late, and I'll also get into Mihawk a little later in the next chapter reveal. But yeah, that's just something that really sticks out to me, especially Zunisha, like shit like that, to where I'm like, And a lot of these characters, except for like Cavendish, but maybe we don't know Hakuba's like origins or whatnot. But all these are like, for the most part, these are like big names. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And 3 out of the 5 are all like tied to the Void Century.
Is Cavendish royalty?
Not tied. He's a prince, I think. I think he's a prince. I have to double check that shit. I can check right now.
I was gonna say low key, most of the people in the Grand Fleet are like princes or like royalty of some sort.
Yeah, Sai is the heir to the Hoppo Navy, and then you got Haruden, who's like
The Prince of Elbaf. You got
he's royal. Cavendish is royal. Yep. That's interesting.
so that like theory of royalty, I think, is really gonna like you know what I'm saying play a role.
It's gonna play. Yeah, that was just something that like people have been talking about in the community, and it's just now that I see it, I can't unsee it because like Oda doesn't do this shit on accident. You know what I mean? And it's just
Yeah.
like all those characters have something weird going on about them, and especially like as we just found out that Biblo Saul's like, what's up with this dude? You know what I mean? So there's still
This is coming from someone we thought was dead,
who
Saul.
Saul. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Yeah.
a perspective like that. It's like, oh yeah, this nigga that we thought was dead is looking at this nigga
like
like.
he's weird. You know what I mean? Like you got frozen in ice.
So
bro.
there's
Like,
something mysterious going on that I think Oda's pointing to. That he's just like, I'm not gonna say too much yet.
not
But,
like yeah, exactly. Not too much yet.
just sprinkling it in there.
But yeah, so that was that, and then I think I also just I thought it was interesting about like now that Killingham and Summers had that omen, they had that same ring around their back that Emu did, just minus I think it's 16 eyes
Yeah.
that he has, which I think Emu and that number 16 definitely have something to correlate with. And then also those bullet, like when Emu like boomed Zoro's ass like the chapter before with that attacked and Sanji, but like Zoro had he was like the shit that Emu hit him with because I forgot what the exact attack was, but they turned into bullets, like they turned into steel bullets.
He did this shit. And then
Yeah.
he like flicked them.
So it's like I think One Piece might be, and this is
No, he kicked Sanji.
yeah he just kicked Sanji
Kicked Sanji and he like threw the omen thing
at Zoro.
Zoro.
And that's just so weird because maybe not weird, but just the way that Emu's body kind of looks, it kind of gives off like because we're even seeing Summers a few chapters before with the steel heart,
Yeah.
and that might be something that all the people who are under contract with Emu have is like that steel heart. And so it's like we're like, is this more like spiritual, like magical, or is this kind of getting into like some techy, like you know, like mech type shit? Because Oda, I forgot the YouTuber who highlighted this shit, but Oda had said that after One Piece is done, like in like 2010s in that era, he was like, when I finish with One Piece, I want to go on to make a mech anime. But he figured out that like
He's showing a love for robots throughout the story all the time. Like
Yeah.
with Luffy, Usopp, and Chopper. And like every time there's a robot, there's always like there's literally like always a standalone like comedic relief type of reaction. So
and it's crazy because
I just don't like mechs. I'm like,
yeah, I think what it might be turning into, because I'm not the biggest fan of mechs either, but I like how Oda's been doing the mech stuff so far.
Yeah.
Guys, this flies drive me crazy, but it's
I fuck
whatever.
with the Iron Frankie.
But like
General Frankie?
General Frankie, yeah, General Frankie. But just to wrap it up, he was saying that like when he realized that he wouldn't be able to finish One Piece in time for that to happen for real, he's like, I'm just gonna start implementing more mech shit into One Piece. You know what I mean? So maybe, and we always talk about, or we figured out how the ancient kingdom was actually like this advanced technological kingdom type shit, to where like.
Aw, damn it, you really might be onto something.
Yeah, to where like this might be like this might be the power of science masquerading as like this like
Magic.
magical
Oh,
shit.
God.
You know what I mean? So that was just the last thing I had on that, and then blah 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 blah.
That's funny because that reminds me of a quote from Rick and Morty. It was like, science this advanced is like indistinguishable from like magic.
Magic type shit.
So I was like, damn, it could be like the almost like the magicalness of the world is really just like all shit that stemmed from like experiments in the past.
Type shit. Like, you know, like even the Mother Flame and stuff like that. But
Yeah, on God, because if the mother flame, something that powerful, is like artificially created, then it even makes you think that something like the devil fruits, which can be replicated, could have been like the result of an experiment.
the result of like some real like science shit
But I'm
and
trying to think like, how would that then correlate to losing your ability to go into the sea? Because that's what I'm thinking. It's some spiritual shit where it's like a deal was made between like the sea
the sea
entity,
devil?
yeah, exactly, the
Yeah.
sea devil, and maybe not the first pirate. Well, because if Joy Boy is the first pirate, you know what I'm saying, who was the first devil fruit user?
that's a good point. That's a good point. There's no saying that he was actually
Because
that first one.
was Eames devil fruit said to be the first one?
And would they? Because
The devil's fruit?
the devil's fruit, but also is the devil fruits. I don't think they originated in Joy Boy's world. I think they were brought to life the world before in the first world, if I'm not mistaken. But
Yeah.
that's just me going off the top of my head, so I'm not. I could be wrong on that.
Because like it make like what was the first desire that was manifested? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, type shit.
Like
It was probably, and it probably came from like oppression. You know what I mean? Like that's why I think because Joy Boy, yeah,
that could have been the first fruit, damn near, if you think about it.
Nika could have been the first fruit, and
Or it could have been like a yin and yang type of thing where it was like one was born out of the creation of a other. Where it was like
Oh.
if there was a fruit born to corrupt and dominate, then a
That was
fruit
Emu.
was born to liberate and free. It's like it's like Legend of Korra with like the two
fucking what the
Vatu and
Rava.
I think
Grava?
dang it.
It's like
Hold on.
Rava-
I got a
Grava.
laptop in front of me. What am I doing, y'all?
I think it's Rava.
I'm gonna look that up because I'm an Avatar nerd and I just need to know that.
Shout
But
out-
yeah, it reminds me of two things that like almost have to exist.
Have to be together. It's just like how Luffy is like the liberator and also the destroyer, or like how Loki's the destroyer and Luffy's the liberator type shit. But like
Rava and Vatu,
it
you
was
got
Rava.
that.
Yep. And yeah, so like that's just like super like because Joy Boy ate that fruit in this. I would like to think that the Nika legends were already there, and Nika came from oppression. He came as a result of all the slaves like wishing to be freed, right? And so I think I want to say that Nika was already a thing. Yeah. I don't. I think the devil fruits were. I don't know. I
It
gotta,
can get deep if you really think about it.
yeah. But with
But
that,
if we're gonna stay streamlined, because you know what I'm saying, we love to rant, ramble, and you know chase the waves over here. But where are we? We're in 1183.
I just had one last point on 1182 with Zaza and like.
Oh, you right. You know, I'm just moving too fast. Slow me down. But go ahead. You right. There's a whole point with Zaza.
Like Zaza, like on the, what's it called? Because Killingham was kind of given the lore of like, hey, like you know, as us being the highest beings, there's this myth that was tossed around and shit that there was a being. He specifically said there was a being from the lower world who.
Used to pour water on top of their head.
Yeah, and so he was. So I don't know if they've ever gotten rain in. So that's why it's a myth because they haven't
touched
gotten
on that
rain.
a little bit,
Yeah.
Just so you don't have to.
Okay,
Just
bet.
so you don't waste your words.
But yeah, basically, like, I just thought it was interesting how they said that Rava or Zaza was specifically from the lower world, and then they even said they said Zaza, the D-Clan, and Nika are like the three things that they specifically fear, and just
Ooh,
again,
that's a great point.
yeah, and they said common. It was like the common tale of mysterious rain god appearing to the rhythm of prayers and rain. Specifically appearing to the rhythm of prayers and rain, which is kind of like the drums' liberation.
I owe y'all an apology for what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
My co-host knows that because I said this off the pod a few weeks ago when this chapter came out. Guys, I'm sorry. Dragon might not be a fraud. All right, and I say that because
Go ahead and cut the camera to close up.
just the correlation between like Dragon, I think, exists in the world to be the antithesis of the Celestial Dragons. And not only is he a member of the D Clan, but the same
Is the same kanji.
the same kanji was there when they appeared. The same like
When Dragon
pattern.
Yeah, when Dragon was first introduced in Logtown, that same Zaza, like that kanji was there immediately when he was first sighted, and then
It was raining when he appeared, like, and it makes sense. It was like he exists as like the fear of the ones that are above him. Like that makes perfect sense. Like if Dragon doesn't have the fruit at this point, I think that's like such a missed opportunity for Blue
yeah,
Rider.
I feel like we're too deep in the game for
We've
him to
been
get revealed as
like-
a Logia user. That'd be weak
Oh
as fuck.
yeah, that'd be weak as
I'm like, nigga,
hell,
you should have done
son.
this shit in fucking Dress Rosa, bro, or something.
Yeah,
like when
bro.
that was still cool. But like, yeah. So, and I think that's not even the first time. I think he's got that Zaza little like they call it like a dawn, like that little that kanji shit. Like, yeah, because I'll bring that up in a later thing. Shout out to Grand Line Review for the future already. But like, yeah, that's not the first time he's gotten that Zaza thing, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, that was basically that. You know, like I think that
Slight point as well. It just a little something thought provoking. When Zaza was incarnated as this sleep did, it was like a whole thing where Killingham called Summers. He's like, "Hey, bro, I basically just like
I fucked up."
I fucked up. I let out the boom, and it's finna boom niggas. But Nika was also one of the things that was manifested. And
I think the reason
why didn't we get like, you know what I'm saying?
More
like
fear?
You feel me?
I think because it was the kids' manifestation and not Killingham.
You right. See, and that's why you my fucking co-host. I mean, my freaking co-host for all the family-friendly ones. But y'all know who it is. It's Star Unbeezy, my motherfucking co-host.
Yeah, because I think that's what the thing was like originally, like, because that's why they're saying if Sanji does knock out Killingham, would that even? I know it's a devil fruit ability, so I feel like if he got knocked out, it would like nullify. But like, I don't know. Like, if Killingham was asleep, wouldn't that make his power amplify? I've heard that be speculated as well. Because if he was sleeping and had like an actual nightmare type shit, like that might be crazy. I don't know. That might be crazy.
Maybe that's what, because I don't know what a sleep did is. Like, what does that even mean?
A sleep tit is like, I think that might just be like on some, because I don't know if that's an actual real world thing, but I think that might just be some like One Piece anime lore, but like a manifestation of someone's like dream, I think, or just what they fear, or like their imagination.
Oh yeah, the sleep dids are just the dream creatures.
Yeah.
That's what they're called.
Word. So okay, yeah, that checks out.
The term itself was just like, because he had said it specifically when he was bringing up. He's like, I summoned a sleep did that was like it's not like fully awakened yet, but it should still be under control.
Type shit, which he's dumb as fuck for doing that anyway. But like, yeah. So like that.
He's like, shit, I got this extra power. You know, we're losing. I'm trying to prove a point that I can,
Yeah.
I can get the job done to my boss. You know, my boss is over there. He's not supposed to be here. So I might as well go stupid. And stupid is what he went.
Yeah, stupid is what he did for sure. But I think that is, yeah, definitely that correlation of like them having the same, Zaza and Dragon having that same kanji is like, to like introduce them is like crazy, I think. And that's that. And I'm just wondering how the fuck Sanji's gonna fight this. Not a nigga. It's not a nigga. So how's he gonna fight him?
Yo, I didn't even think of that.
That's why, like, when Zoro, like, I thought it was super cool when it was like, all right, like, they were like, all right, don't lose. But I'm like,
He can't fight a woman.
but he can just beat the shit out of Killingham. And I think that
But
Sanji's
where
back
is
to.
Killingham in proximity to Zaza right now?
I think they're all
What is he
in the
like?
same spot. I
What
think
is
they're
he
all
like?
close.
What is like behind him, or like above?
I think they're all close.
He is. He is close. It seems.
And it seems like he's also headed to, like, is Summers there with, or is Zoro headed to Summers and and Sanji's headed to Killingham, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that's why I think, yeah, Sanji's definitely not gonna, I don't think he's gonna be able to fight Zaza. But, like, I thought, one thing, he was also super determined when he left, to where I think that Sanji's gonna awaken his Conqueror's Haki. If he hasn't already, to even, because I think he had to maybe fight Killingham already, but I think,
Yeah, he
Oda's-
has to in this arc. Like,
Yeah.
If not any other arc, like it has to be this one.
and I think that Oda has been, like, withholding his shit because it might be, like, some certain type of Conquerors. Like, it might be something unique to Sanji, you know what I mean? Where it's, like, more, like, based on passion and love or whatever, but just off of the strength of, like, Sanji's passion and love and kindness, he's not gonna let niggas, like, get taken on his watch. I don't
Yeah.
think so. I don't think he's gonna let that shit happen. But that's everything I had on 1182. Thanks for tuning into that shit. And with that, let's just go to where you left off on 1183.
Just go ahead, jump right back in. So I hit on the slight points of Ragnar and Eam conversing. You know, basically how like the chapter kind of like restarted its structure and started with them interacting with each other. Like these niggas are boxing, and I ain't gonna lie, Loki's really like this is supposed to be like the king of the world. Loki's keeping, you know what
He's
I'm
keeping
saying?
pace. He's keeping pace, but also like
He was just getting wiped in his not hybrid form. I don't think
we haven't seen his hybrid form
Ooh,
yet. That's gonna be a crazy reveal.
ooh. That's just gonna be gas. Oh my god! Because if it's anything like Kaido's, that shit is gonna be tough.
It's gonna be
Oh
way
my
tougher than
god!
Kaido's.
Like what?
Gonna be all blacked out, too.
Big ass dragonoid. Like oh my god, that's gonna be insanity.
Yeah, that's gonna be fucking.
But before I get lost in
Oh,
how dope this nigga Loki is, what's it called? It cuts back to Zaza in the children, and Zaza's just wiping, yo. Like got 7 arms, pretty much intangible. The parents can't do nothing.
he's kind of like a Logia, or she.
Like Zaza itself is like a Logia.
Yeah, she's like a mythical zone with like Logia intangibility.
Which is kind of weird because it just makes me think like. So
Because I know mythical zones they all have like multiple powers as opposed to just like the one.
So I'm okay. So probably the sleep that he summoned was like off the legend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It probably, being a woman in the past
Type shit.
versus, Dragon having the ability of now controlling the weather and, saying doing all that.
Yeah, and like we touched on Dozon, right?
Yeah, I did touch on Dozon
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
and how that potentially is the previous
Previous.
warrior god.
Yeah. Type shit. I think it might just damn well near be. Okay, so we cut to also W Ripley because she's showing out for real.
Oh God, like
She's showing out for real. She's not gonna win, but she's showing out. Sanji gonna take care of it. Don't worry.
we'll see. You said can't fight a woman.
Yeah, he gonna beat the shit out of Killingham though. He gonna whoop that nigga's ass, bro.
Nah,
if he sees him, it's on sight. He's beating the fuck out of that nigga, bro.
But what's he gonna do as the kids are getting captured? Because Killingham is definitely strong enough to hold his own and still allow Zaza to carry the kids to the ship and do all that.
Sanji might try to like
Or that
yank him out.
might be so that might be what ends up happening in the next chapter probably is like Sanji ends up fighting, killing him, and this nigga Zoro ends up dealing with Summers and the ship.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Which
is,
Zaza's gonna be transporting the kids to.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that'll make sense. That makes way more sense because Zoro don't got no problem. Zoro don't got no problem, bro.
Whole ship.
That's motherfucking.
Sabaody
What's her
Part
name?
2.
Monet. That's Monet, bro.
What?
Zoro got no problem. But yeah, it cuts to Gunko, still frozen. And then Brooks pretty much is asking like what their relationship is.
Or Usopp's asking Brooks.
Sorry, Usopp's asking
bad.
Brooke what their relationship is, and yeah, basically he's like, okay, yeah, she's no enemy, you know what I mean? Like she's not an op per se, but he's not someone. Gunko is not someone
He hoped to see again.
who he wanted to see again, right? And
Yeah.
he says that she should be 77 years old now, so he's confused as to why they look alike. And like Nami is like, oh, well then it's not her, but then she was like, no. Like Brooke was like, she specifically untied us, and then was like, it even cuts to her being like, getting a little glimpse of recapturing her willpower, her free will, and then being like, hey, Brooke, run. You know what I mean? And then that happened. And I guess he also hadn't seen her since they lost contact in Holy Land. What were you going to say?
I was gonna say, and it's gonna continue into the next chapter, but her eyes being split is something that she had that as a kid.
Yeah.
So it just makes me think on like, what's going on with that? Especially now that it's been like, not confirmed, but like these 3 different personalities. It's like, is there some predisposed reason why Ian chose her?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like probably having to do with this.
They were saying also that,
Something about eyes and Ian, you know what I'm saying?
because I don't remember if Gunko's hair is blue or not. I can low-key probably check that shit out in the little trailer, but I don't, because the color version of the manga has been fucking up. They made her have blonde hair, and then they also gave her blue hair. So I got to see what her official hair color is in the anime.
Yeah.
But because if that's the case, if she has blue hair, then maybe
It's on some like, you're not Lily, but you look like her.
exactly.
You'll
do.
You're not my girl, but you'll do good enough. I'll keep you around.
Exactly, on some like
For 800, for not 800, for I'll keep you around.
77 years. You know what I
However
mean?
long.
Like,
Because if she's 77 now, you know she immortal.
yeah.
Conventionally immortal,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, at least age, or maybe she got the ageless surgery.
What you mean? The Ope Ope?
Yeah. Because is the Ope Ope, I think it's
Who
the
did it
ageless.
on her? That's the question.
I feel like Emu would just, well, if it was 77 years ago, then that's way before Law was alive. Maybe Emu did have, but that's weird. If he had his hands on that fruit, I doubt he would like let that shit slip out of his hand so quick. I would see Emu just not giving a fuck and making some random person eat the fruit. Then
Go do that surgery, nigga.
yeah, and then
Go
having
sacrifice
him,
your life, nigga.
Yeah, I feel like Emu would do that shit in a fucking second.
But why wouldn't he do that to himself?
I feel like he already did do it to himself.
But why is he dying in the lower world? You know what I'm saying? Those two, I think those two.
Well,
conflict each other.
I think it gets replaced. It's not immortality, but it's agelessness. I think that's what the Ope Ope is. It's the ageless surgery. So you technically never grow old, but
if that's the case, why would Doflamingo want it? He lived in the lower world. He lived in the lower realm. If that was the case, if he would have had the surgery done on him, wouldn't he like die?
no, because I think Emu's body specifically, I think Summers is saying Emu's body specifically is like not tailored to handle the new world, or like not the new world, but the lower world.
Okay.
Where like, because you see the Gorosei, Saturn in them, they're immortal and ageless, but ageless, you know, since they got the surgery because they're
Conventionally
old
immortal,
now.
yeah.
But they can go to the lower realm. Like we saw the Gorosei pull up to Egghead, no problem.
Facts.
Yeah, so I think it's, and same with the God's Knights, even though, well, I guess, and same with I don't know if we can say the same for Garling, because he didn't have the surgery yet or whatever. Yeah, because he did grow old. But yeah, we can, before we get on the tangent, I guess. Yeah, so Moment of Free Will, you were saying three sides of Gunko, the original. He said specifically the original, the one that saved Brooke,
And the
then
demon form.
the demonic form, which was Emu. And I guess when he means original, he means Shuri. When the one that saved Brooke is probably Gunko, and then
Shuri, Gunko now, and then Ian.
and then Gunko possessed by Emu.
Yeah.
Type shit.
Okay.
So yeah, three different forms. And then we cut to Jinbei, which I think this is some hoe ass shit. I just think, bro, and this is just me like not really like, this is me just projecting my like disdain for Jinbei, because what has this nigga done, bro? This arc. What has he done?
Didn't he like put out some fire?
No.
He did something. He's done something,
Bro,
y'all.
the fact that
Right?
library, that library was
he's
on
done
fire,
something, right?
bro. Elbaf was getting wiped out, fire, and all this nigga was doing was, this nigga Jinbei's not cutting it for me, bro.
Come on, Jinbei.
But he said some out of character shit. He's like,
Jinbei's the ride home, yo. We need Jinbei, bro. Somebody gotta steer that motherfucking ship, yo.
Nami or Usopp or Frankie.
I mean, Frankie, out of all the people you named out, like, because Nami's got to navigate. You know she's not. She got a bunch of men on that ship. You know damn well she's not doing that.
But she could if she needed to.
You know she's not.
She won't, but she could. Usopp, then ain't got no problem.
I actually think it was like almost like a running joke that she like refused to do it.
I gotta remember. I gotta.
Where
look
like
back into that.
Frankie, it's usually like Chopper in his muscle form or Frankie,
Bro, Jinbei, like,
because it takes a big nigga to do that. Just saying.
no. Anyway.
Shout out my blue niggas. Shout out all my fishermen. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
he's on some like, well, okay, well, did she live or die?
Bro, cause there's mad shit going on. Like, bro, niggas is getting turned into demons one second, they good another second, they destroying shit. Jinbei's like, look, I get it. This is your friend, but even you saying that, you don't even know all of who this is right now.
Yeah.
You need to let us know, do we off this motherfucker? Is this a demon?
And he's talking like he can do some shit. He's not breaking that ice. He's not breaking that ice, nigga. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do?
Well, that's a whole different story. But he's throwing up the valid question of being like, hey, I know this might seem a little insensitive because it's your childhood friend, you know what I'm saying, and there's a lot going on, but what we gonna do?
I'm like, why don't you fight Zaza, Jinbei? Why don't you go use that water power on Zaza?
That would be extremely helpful.
That would be extremely. Hey, that's all we need. We just need a little helping hand, Jinbei. That's it. You know what I mean? Hey, but who am I? You know what I mean? I'm not on the Straw Hat crew. But what's it called? And then basically that's when he starts to reminisce Brooke, and we cut back to the flashback. Yeah,
Another flashback.
flashback and a flashback and a flashback. But that's not.
It's
yet.
One Piece. You knew it wouldn't be too long before we got thrown into another flashback.
What's it called? So it goes to Gunko, Brooke. Their homeland, but Brooke's first pose, off rip. What is it? Nika pose off rip.
Nika pose.
Not
West Blue.
Not the first time Brooke's been sighted doing the Nika pose. It's actually been like multiple times he's been shot in that pose.
But only reason why I took like specific mental note of it is because of it being in the sky and the sky shining behind him.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, not a lot of people post Nika transformation
That nigga
have
got
gotten a Nika
ups.
pose. Yeah, he's like that, bro. Yeah,
That was before the fruit.
that's crazy, bro. Like,
Get this man on the Wizards.
Wizard Kelly. What's it called? But like, I was saying that because like specifically, I don't think a lot of characters were shown in the Nika pose post like pre-Luffy Gear 5th besides Brook. So there's like I was just saying that there might be something there specifically with Brook. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
obviously we're seeing that he's having a lot more importance.
Ooh, hold on. Even on that note, if you really think about it, and this is probably going to continue, but think about the theme of music and how
Yeah.
that keeps getting tied in to the deities and the beings. And with Brook in this whole Nika pose, like he's the soul king. He like manipulates music. You know what I'm saying? And he's also played like MVP in like
Most
multiple arcs.
And also, this is something new now, or like it's not
Brook
new.
really might be him, yo.
Brook has been him since Big Mom, I think, but like,
Since Thriller Bark, yo.
well, I digress. But like, what's it called?
When he fought Ryuma, y'all remember that? That shit
he was
hard.
getting constantly washed by Ryuma. I thought Brook was low key
was
kind of
dope.
mid, but it's cool that low key it was Ryuma because we know that Ryuma was him in the past life.
Yeah, this nigga was fighting a legendary samurai.
So the fact that he was getting boomed by Ryuma is not really that like crazy.
Yo, I love the fact that you've been using boom as like your term of like termination. He just boomed this
Shout out
nigga.
DJ Champ. He be doing the trials, nigga. He put me
Yo,
on that
shout
shit,
out
bro.
DJ Champ,
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
think I got his name right,
That
bro. He
nigga's
cool as fuck.
funny.
Shout out the Maki trial. Check that out on YouTube. But also like basically, cause it's funny. This is a new revelation that we might have. Like even with the One Piece film Red shit, bro. Like, and we're getting like the soul, the devil, the music, like top musica, like Emu, the devil, like the underworld.
okay,
Brook
so
has
we-
a connection to the underworld. So maybe maybe with the soul powers and like the abyss, maybe they're the same channel. You know what I mean? Like maybe Emu passes, like Brook is passing through the same shit that Emu passes through with the abyss and shit like that. And
It's gonna be. I don't. Yo.
yeah,
Yeah. You. Hold on. I'm just getting like ideas. Like
but the music is definitely
music
like
is gonna be some like a real big factor. Cause even if you really think about like to the, you know what I'm saying, the beginning of One Piece,
Luffy said he needs a musician.
he needs a musician.
Specifically.
Like it's something that has always been illicitly like explained to be essential in the crew.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Brook is definitely
And it's 5:55 on the clock right now. That may not have any other correlation, but I see that as a gosh darn sign.
I was also gonna
Music is the way.
It's crazy because just the shortest like tangent that like is this gonna be Brook's art more than it is Usopp's?
I would be really upset if so, because like I said in our previous episodes, what other arc is going to be Usopp's arc if not the
Elbaf.
Elbaf arc that's been set up since Little Garden?
The only reason why I think there might be a little bit of hope is when
Unless he
Sanji
stays.
what?
Hold on. Theory. Okay, so I was watching the One Piece opening, right? And in the new One Piece opening, they're all walking on the ship, and you can only see their feet. And all of them like continue to like walk across the screen, but Usopp stops in the middle. And everyone else in the crew walks past them. And I saw niggas saying that they think he might die, but I think he might stay in Elbaf. Like, kind of almost on some contrast to what he did in Water 7, how he left the group out of like spite. I think he might leave to be like, hey yo, I gotta stay here with the Giants and fully become, you know what I'm saying, a warrior, blah, blah, blah. I think that, I've been thinking that more recently than the Usopp dying thing.
I'm not mad at that. It would be
Yeah, so
weird.
Chat, how you feel about that? How you feel about that, Nico?
I'm not mad at it. I actually think for a lot of reasons that would be good for his character, but at the same time, the only thing that like, and it's not even like that huge of a detractor to where that theory can be valid. I just think of like where, like, Usopp's whole thing is he's gonna be telling all these tales and shit. Like he's gonna come back home and like tell all this shit
true,
and like
true.
like I would like to think that like like the biggest, baddest war and the finding of the One Piece and all that shit, like Usopp's gonna have like he's actually gonna witness it and then tell it to everybody, and then it's gonna be so crazy that they're gonna be like, nigga, you're lying. But he's like,
Look, on your point, I think that's something that can be tied into that. If he stays behind, you know what I'm saying?
he has to lie.
No. I think he might stay behind for a little bit. The rest of the Straw Hats go and do their thing, blah, blah, blah. And I think a similar thing might happen where, like, the Straw Hats might get in trouble and the Giants pull up with Usopp.
Yo, that
Or
would
like
actually
some
be
little,
crazy.
also like little personal time skip shit.
And then Usopp pulls on. Oh yeah,
You know what I'm
that.
saying? Usopp just buff as hell, like scars and shit, little beard maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that'd be tough. That'd be tough. That would be tough.
That would be so tough. Oda,
That'd be cool.
if you listening.
All right, I'm
I
not
think
mad at
that'd be
that.
tough.
I'm not the fake beard just literally becomes his beard.
You know what I'm saying? Like, exactly.
That's funny
bro.
as fuck.
Like this nigga, and then it would be like he would have more stories to tell.
That would be cool. Even if Yasopp, like eventually, like maybe if Yasopp also makes his way to Elbaf and they kind of stay and do like some father-son shit, that'd be kind of cool.
I don't know if that's gonna happen.
I mean, like, yeah, I don't
Yasopp
think it's
is
gonna
like
happen.
this nigga's like scared of re-entering his. son's
He's
life.
like, I've been a bum ass nigga for all this time.
He's like, I gotta commit to the bit. It's been 20 years. I might as well just stay gone.
He's like, he's talking to his mentor, motherfucking Goen's dad, Gene. What's
Gene?
it?
That's-
Gene.
Oh God.
Hey, bro.
It's like Jing,
I can't crack now, boss.
Yujiro, and this nigga.
Yeah, bro. That nigga's definitely a
Like, worst dads.
worst dads.
Well, actually, when I think about Yujiro, nah, that nigga did kill that nigga mom and then beat the shit out of him. Yeah, never mind.
Bro.
I was gonna be like, he taught him how to fight. Not really.
Okay.
Shout out Baki though. I love that.
Just to get back on track with it. Everyone hates. So basically, like, yeah, like, cuts to Brook, and everybody hates his music except Gunko. I think low key that chapter of him in the morning is like it's a callback to what happens at the end of the chapter, and I didn't realize that until the second read. But I think like yeah, but we'll get to it.
Okay.
But yeah, basically cuts to that, and then you know
He was known for his swift slash. I think that's a
his not
a
third
detail.
notch slash.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think
See, that's what I think it cuts. It ties into. No pun intended. But so Brook, he's revered as a soldier though, and he's a leader of the Raider Squad for the battle convoy of the Kingdom of Vesperia.
I'm gonna say, give him his respect. He ain't no soldier.
Yeah,
captain, like,
he's a
That's like
leader.
captain right there.
He's a leader, and Brook. It cuts to him and Gunko.
Bro got that shit on.
He do got that shit on. He kind of looks like a Holy Knight, right?
Low-key, like, he got like, I don't know.
He looks like a
Kind of reminds me like Rogers.
Oh, Roger Drip,
overcoat,
kind of.
you know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying?
That
like
kind of does look
colonial,
fire.
almost like look.
Type shit. Yeah, and especially
I
they
don't
might
know
have
if
had a
that's
whole
the
different
term.
drip back then, low key, because this is before Roger.
That's true.
Yeah, yeah. But what's it called? So we see Shuri. So that's her first alias. That's her original name, Shuri, and she becomes Gunko, man-made Gunko at that. Which whatever, I'll get into that in a second. But
And we see the split eye, not the split eyes, but the different eyes.
the different eyes,
First time we see her as a kid.
Yeah.
So like I said, I think that's gonna be like,
important.
you know what I'm saying, like some predisposed qualities that made Eam choose her specifically.
And I think yeah, I think it's something correlating. I specifically, yeah, you're right. But everybody seems to like not fuck with Brook as a musician, more so as a soldier, except for Gunko or Shuri. And they're just chopping it up or whatever. We get a little quick cut to the king of Asperia, which is King Reuven, and they were saying Asperia is it's like Little Italy. It's like the translation for Little Italy, and so I guess you can kind of see it a little. I don't know necessarily with him if you can
Then
see
I
it
wonder
like
if
too well.
Kizaru's from this place then.
Is Kizaru,
Isn't it Borsellino?
huh? Yeah, that's interesting,
You
actually.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
And honestly, young Kizaru kind of looks like.
Brooke.
No, he doesn't. That's young Kuzan.
Young Aokiji, yeah,
that's my
young
bad.
Kuzan, yeah. But
Never
you're right,
mind, guys.
bro. I think there's a correlation with all of them, low key.
Another point. Brooke is in love with Lady Candle.
Yeah.
Um,
And Shuri likes Brooke, but
Shuri's mom, and
yeah.
said to be super strong.
Super strong, and what's it called? They basically like, it's also it's like that nigga King Ruben was like, oh, bro, you trying to plot on my ass, bro? Like, death, conspiracy, and he's like, nah. Brooke's like, nah, I'm gonna wait till you die of old causes, bro. I'm gonna wait till you die of natural causes. I
Their
don't gotta.
relationship is hilarious.
I'm gonna sit back, bro. I don't even gotta chill. So that was funny. Brooke's funny as fuck back then. But they mentioned that okay, there's a gang specifically the Mulan family. Maybe they'll come into play later. I don't know. But they're going after Queen Candle specifically to like get the Dawn's hand in marriage, like have her be the Dawn's wife, I guess. But yeah, everybody's freaking out.
Looks like some Shaq-y shit.
Yeah, King Ruben's freaking out. Shuri's like, oh, you gotta say mommy, and then
Close the opera house. She don't leave.
she don't even leave, nigga. But she looks like she's chilling as well. Like she's not like I thought that before Brooks shit. I thought that like she was already just gonna take care of him for real.
Honestly, especially when they cut it to like her face.
Like she was completely
Like, right
cooling, bro.
She was just like, huh, that was a wonderful show. I thought it was gonna like zoom out and like she just defeated everyone.
Bro,
That would have
like
been tough as hell.
that would have been tough, but Brooks, the only one nigga not really stressed on this shit, and he's like, yeah, oh, them? Oh, I saw them. I cut them niggas in the morning. Zoom! Like, what? That shit was, hey,
That's
bro.
the hardest thing ever.
That was
said,
low key when that
Yeah.
happened.
I don't know if they noticed, but I cut them all earlier. Yeah, just
Bro.
like 18 niggas falling on the floor.
They were even like they even said it. They're like, is this the thing where it's like is this the
We
already
didn't even know
cut
we
you
was
thing?
cut yet? Oh god, like some samurai movie shit.
Bro, but that was funny because like when it showed him going to the Nika pose, like I think that was when he did it. Like it literally is just like Oda already wrote that. Like yeah, like as he's getting up in the morning, like singing, humming, he already cut him, bro.
Damn.
Like that was just super cool. And then they were basically like Asperia has 2 stars, Gunko or Candel and Brooke. You know what I mean? And this is people are speculating. People are getting bad vibes from Candel in the community. I've been seeing that like she might be on some like Darling vibes.
She does look kind of evil. I ain't gonna lie.
She looks calm as fuck all the time.
I ain't gonna lie. She just looks evil.
Like she just looks like
Just like a holy night.
she looked bored as hell. She looked like she's just here on some playdate shit. Like she looks like she's on some Eisen shit. You know? Like for real. Yeah, but people are saying because like especially Manmare Gunko, like they're saying that maybe she came on some same thing except like in this case Reuven would be the Shanks' mom.
Okay.
Which Shanks' mom got named. I forgot her name, but yeah, they're saying that Reuven is the Shanks' mom and Candel is the Garling in this situation, and he's getting played like real time. You know what I mean? Especially because we know that something happens in the kingdom.
That would make sense on like Gunko being like she could have been like bred or like specifically birds like on some Todoroki shit like or even not even on some Todoroki shit JJK spoiler. You had your chance.
Is this a spoiler for me?
Oh.
Fuck it, just say it. Just say it.
You had your chance. Like Yuji, like how he was basically like bred to be like the perfect vessel for Sukuna. So I think it's gonna be a similar thing to that, where it's like she was specifically created to be a vessel for Eam, and I think she's like playing on some like some Two-Face shit, on some like some Miley Cyrus shit. All right, you good?
Yeah, but I just think it's like super weird, and especially because like Brooke saying that Brooke was like, "Why did you kill the king?" Like
Yeah.
maybe that was Candell. Maybe that was Candell. You know what I mean? But like,
She kind of like, 'cause when I first look at her, you know who she reminds me of? She reminds me of Loki's mom.
yeah, yeah, she does. And
Like Oda
also,
has a way of drawing like characters where you can kind of like almost see their intentions. You
yeah,
can see their personality when they arrive. Like even like Brooke, when we see him, you know, in his younger days, it's a big ass smile. You know what I'm saying? Which ties into everything you know, that he is, which is like a jovial,
yeah,
even I was about to say the next chapter. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but even no matter the situation, he always laughs.
type shit. And that, I think we can just go into the last chapter, the most caught up. We're caught up now. What's up? We're back, you know? All Bones. It's called All Bones When We Die. And I think it was crazy that cover story. Oda didn't have to give them those eyes. I think he's really
I didn't even
specifically,
notice that.
yeah, he's specifically tying Brooke and Emu. And he also, there's a photo of in his office. He literally put a Brooke plushie next to, no, he put an Emu plushie next to Brooke's fish guitar, like, and he took a photo of that shit, like on some like, and this was like way back to where like niggas didn't really think much of it, but now, come on,
I don't know if we was talking about this off pod, but his hair kind of looks like rocks when he's being electrocuted. That whole connection we was talking about.
rocks, rock and roll, like Brooke soul, like I think it all fucking connects, bro.
I didn't even think of that.
Soul King Brook, and then Davy. Oh, bro, yeah, because they're saying that Blackbeard and Davy D. Jones, and like the Davy Jones locker, and maybe the locker of souls, and like they're speculating. Oh yeah, bro. There's something going on with that. Something going on with that. But we cut to 7 years flash forward. Yeah, so like and then what? Gunko's now 14, and I guess she's famous around she looks just like Nami.
Yeah, basically.
Everybody just looks like Nami.
Like if Nami had hands, this would
Nami
be
got
Nami.
hands. She got tactics.
No, I'm saying like if she was like a hand to hand like specialist.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah. But like, yeah. So I guess she's famous around the kingdom for her beauty, and 5 princes have already like asked for her hand in marriage, and she just immediately
whooped
like
all them niggas.
claps, like get the fuck out of my face, like just get out of here. She's like, I don't like weak people, and I don't
Niggas
like
that
people who
can't
can't play
rap.
music.
If you ain't strong and you can't rap,
If you can't spit a mean 16 to me right now, get the fuck out of my face, bro.
God. But obviously seeing or playing into the fact that her like childhood, you know, crush on Brooke, you know, wanting someone, you know, in a similar aspect because we
Strong
know that
and music.
exactly. So,
Yeah. And sorry, were you? Sorry.
then Shuri expresses her love for Brooke's music, to which, after singing, she asked him like how much, or I guess how much he loves, like I guess their family in general, you know, mom and dad, and he then starts telling her that he owes everything to Reuven, and from there we start going into the deeper backstory of I think we go into Brooke into his youth from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it called? So it cuts to it cuts to Brooke at age 11, looking like, you know, it's kind of like Great Terminal Luffy, kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's pretty much like the mirror of it, but he's looking through the windows of the school and seeing like, you know, these kids just like getting an education in music, you know what I mean? And he just basically like, as this happens, the villagers see him and they're like, get the fuck out of here, like, you gotta get out, blah, blah, like throwing rocks at him, you're dirty. And then they literally said that.
Get out. You're dirty.
They
You're broke.
said that. and what was it? And so it cuts to him like just being all joyous and whatnot at the trash dump. And
He was talking about how he had to eat in the song that he was singing at the dump, where it shows him. He was talking about having to eat frogs to survive.
yeah,
Which
call back to the song he was singing with Shuri.
exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah, and
I think everything about his music, like, are like callbacks
to life.
to like life stories.
Yeah, yeah. It even says like it's even like low key tells the future because he's like no matter how great you are, like in Pink Sake, he's like no matter how great you are, we're all bones in the end.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah. So that's and then so it cuts.
Mad deep, son.
Yeah, it cuts to the him at the the dump or whatever, and then he's got that makeshift violin of like all the trash he made out of it.
It was a
That shit
glass
can't be
bottle.
in key, bro. That shit can't be tuned. But anyway, Prince Ruben walks up to him at 21. Not yet the king. I wonder if we'll get his dad in that. Perhaps, and maybe his dad might be a bad guy. Maybe I don't know. Because I'm just thinking about like there's the good part of Asperia and the shitty part. So that he didn't really know about. Kind of like the king of Bakari, where Kuma is from,
Oh, okay.
or
yeah.
Sorbet. King Bakuri from Sorbet
Okay,
Kingdom.
got you.
Yeah.
I
They hit
I
it
think it might be like a Sabo situation.
type shit. Yeah. Facts. Because they hit it off immediately. Pretty much like, yeah, Brooks cooking them the shitty food like frogs and like the mixed with curry powder and all this stuff. And
Important detail.
Reuben thinks he's just like thinking back on his like life of like a noble and like all these fucking
Extravagant
ingredients,
meals, and
yeah,
luxuries he's had.
from like these super. You gotta be just rich to even be in this place. It's just status meals and shit. Like,
Seeing this kid with garbage,
smiling as fuck. Like,
smiling, laughing, having like some type of enjoyment in life while working with absolutely nothing.
yeah,
Tries the food, absolutely disgusting. But within that, they end up growing this little bro kind of big bro relationship. They bond
Yeah.
over drinking, laughter, and music, and
like
that's really like the precursor to Brooks' future, honestly, where it's like that interaction by itself like changed the both of them.
And I wonder where Brooks' parents are, or if we'll even get them or whatever. Because like Reuben, like even tries to pay him, and he was like, "I don't want your money. It's cool."
And he said that wasn't the first time he saw him. So he was like, "You must be
Yeah.
a fan of mine." He was like, I guess so."
I feel like there might be a connection between. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too far into it, but
I think we might need like one more chapter or two to
Yeah.
like, draw some dots, but go ahead.
it cuts into the basically they have the little montage, and then it fast forwards to a different day in the Shello port in Asperia, where Brook has now been captured and tortured, kind of like with Luffy exactly in the Gin Rummy, right?
Oh, what? I didn't even notice that parallel, honestly. That's damn
Yeah.
like, wait, because no, Luffy wasn't being accused of.
Yeah,
Yo,
because he wouldn't rat out Sabo and Ace.
but if you think about it, it's like a complete opposite because Brook was being accused
Of some shit he didn't do.
of basically the shit that Luffy and them were actually doing.
Like
Which
they
is-
were stealing the treasure. Oh, Blue Jam, that's where it was.
Or
That
Blue
was
Jam, yeah, and they had to deliver the explosives. Or they was transporting something.
They were transporting something. Was it not just like the gold and the treasure and stuff like
I'm
that?
pretty sure it was like
Because I remember Ace was like saving that. Ace and Sabo were like saving it up
'Cause they
for their
burned
pirate like savings fund, basically.
yeah, but when they burned down the terminal, like wasn't it because like someone had like planted like a bunch of explosives around it?
I think what it was they Or no, they had planned to set the terminal on fire. The nobles, and that's when Sabo had figured out the plan of they're about to.
No. That was Blue Jam. I know exactly. I remember. He had made a deal with the Celestials or the nobles to burn down the Great Terminal, and then they closed the gate on his ass.
Oh yeah!
And then he was like, "Let me in," and they was like, "No, you're dirty. you dirty pirate. No." So
dumbass nigga.
yeah, that's what they were doing. They thought they was transporting something else, but they were really transporting like explosives or some shit like that.
Facts. So
like,
yeah, that's exactly what it was. That's crazy.
Damn, son.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, and even Luffy and Brook have always kind of had a special connection.
They've always had like a bond.
Yeah. But like basically that happened. What?
I was gonna say because damn near other than like. No, not other. Okay, because. But he was damn near like one of the first people that Luffy was like, yeah, we need this as a part of the crew. Other than like a navigator and chef. And then it was
Yeah, he just said like a navigator, a chef, and a cook. No, a navigator, a chef, and a musician. I don't think he said anything else.
Yeah, because the doctor and all that wasn't. They didn't even think about that.
Luffy didn't even think about a doctor. Yeah.
Oh God. That's actually hilarious. It just really shows like Luffy's maturity at the time.
He did not think shit through, bro.
He was like, we don't need a doctor. We just need someone who can make food, make music, and drive the boat.
But in a way, music is kind of like soothing and healing. So, it's for the soul. For Luffy. I know what you mean.
That to your flute. Nah, fuck around.
Yeah, but like in Oda's case with music and all that shit, I can see the correlation.
One Piece, I wouldn't doubt that there is some way that music can heal people.
Because they were even saying like with the cherry blossoms, like that shit didn't really do shit, but it just like nourished your soul and thus like made them better type shit. Like remember when Hero Look? Yeah, like Hero Look, he was like, I was sick. I was like all this
some bullshit.
Yeah, so like, what'd you say?
It was low-key some bullshit. Nigga saw the cherry blossom and just said, my cancer's gone.
Like, but they never said what his actual illness was.
Nah, bro. It was like some like, like ass shit. Oh,
but God. Oda would do some shit where it's like, my soul was like so like broken and whatever. Because we don't even really know Hero Look's backstory for real, which might. I feel like him and Roger got some sort of correlation. I don't know, but maybe I'm tripping.
They probably dapped up. a crispy dap in a tavern. you know how real niggas connect. You know what I'm saying? But Brook was caught, beat by the Marines for allegedly hiding a package that was supposed to be transported by
specifically
gangsters.
Powder.
Exactly.
Which is like
the completely opposite of the Luffy shit, because I think it was gunpowder.
Yeah. So I think that's why because it was crazy how he was saying the curry powder, but they just said a specific powder, and I think it'll come into play later. But like it was just weird. It stuck out to me because they just put like real emphasis on just like a powder, but not like what it was. But Brook accepts his fate. He's just kind of like, which kind of is sad, bro. But it's like,
but he's singing. Like, he's, like, crying and singing as it's going on, talking about...
It'll just... this will make it go by quicker, you know what I mean? Like, which is like...
Yeah, what did he say specifically? Because it was, like, really morbid. Oh, fuck. Skipped it. My bad, y'all.
Yeah, he's basically, like... And it was a funny contrast from, like...
Cows and frogs and slaves and kings were all bones when we die. So it's like, and then
I feel like he's even.
And he was saying we're all bones when we die, like, and that's as Reuben breaks the door down.
Bro, like, and I even feel like that might low key be like how Usopp's lies come true. I feel like even this is like that song's gonna come back. That song's gonna come back in a really fucking sad way. I can already tell.
I mean, shit. I mean, if you think about it, this nigga basically like manifested and or alluded. Foreshadowed him being a skeleton.
He's a Usopp before Usopp, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, and then.
Okay, my bad. But
no, you're cool.
Reuben, Candle, they jump in the fray, kick down the door. They like, what the hell's going on? We find out that the person who was actually responsible for the incident was actually caught. So they're like, wait, so this kid was really just stealing curry powder? And basically, Ruben and Kendall just spazzed on these niggas,
Bro.
and just wiped the entire room, saying like, y'all aren't even. If this is what y'all are doing,
He was
like,
because they're affiliated. You're like, wait, they're with the world government.
it's like he was like, nah. If y'all aren't Marines, y'all are trash. Y'all are scum. If y'all doing this to a kid who didn't even do it, y'all didn't even go through the. It's like
They didn't even have evidence on this nigga for real.
you know, it's like when at the third got that one kid. You know who that little nigga was.
Wait, who?
When Riley got his chain took. Nah, Ed. He Butch Magnus. He 5'6", like 200 pounds.
You can't miss it. How the fuck you get the wrong one? When he say these your little. Yeah. He said, nah, God, cause you acting like I did something to
I
you.
didn't even touch him yet. So you know what I'm saying? Like, basically that nigga, you know, Ruben and Kendall's like, y'all accusing this kid who didn't even do anything. Y'all are scum. Wipes him. It adds more to Kendall's fame, which I do want to add, because the ladies specifically reacting, being like, oh, Kendall.
Just how they were with Garling.
Rid of. That's why you my co-host. Exactly. So walks out. She gets praise from like a group of women, and from there, Brooke is he wakes up in the castle. So he's taken back to the castle, and when he wakes up, Reuven basically expresses how much that he cares for him, and that if something would have happened to him, like he doesn't know what he would have done. And from there, he says, well, shit, we got you here. We're finna get you enrolled in school, get you an education, and, you know, get you playing some real instruments. And I think one of the ending quotes he said was that
We're going to make them a star or some shit like that. You're looking at...
Before...
oh, yeah.
I got you. Hold on. Oh, it was after that, so thank you. We've got a new star in Hesperia, but after that he said, I love this guy. If we keep him around, life in the palace is going to be way more fun. And I think that's the whole motif of, like, what Brooke represents to the story. Not to the story, but, like, specifically to the Straw Hats.
Yeah.
How he came from a broken place, but with him being around, there's a liveliness, like, that, like, the space is dead, you know, energy-wise until he's there.
And it's also another thing that they brought up. I think this is also Grand Line Review said this too. I'm about to give you 2 consecutive shout-outs because you're talking right now. But even though you spoiled me on Emu's fucking... But we're past that shit. But what's it called? Because it was like a mention of, like, he's always kind of been alone. Like even when he was in the junkyard, he was like making joy out of being alone. Fast forward to after the fucking Calico pirate or the what is it, the Rumbar pirates, Calico Yorkie and the Rumbar pirates, and they're all dead, and he's on that ship for 50 years, like just alone, just making a dollar out of fucking negative insufficient funds, bro. Like he's just doing with what he can, just by himself. So that's low key. Like when I thought about that, I was like, damn, bro. Like Brooke's story is mad. It was already one of the saddest backstories. Like we didn't need to have like Sanji's backstory was like, okay, this is sad. Okay, now his backstory with the Germa makes it even sadder. But Brooks was already like, you already had it. Like it was already like up there with Robin's. You didn't need to do more.
We honestly still didn't know anything about him,
bro. Like
and it was already like the whale. He misses
in the balloon. Oh god damn.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
hey, we need to. Hey, bro, we gotta get Brooke. Yeah, bro.
Brooke MVP, yo.
Bro,
2026 Brooke MVP.
But
other than Loki.
Yeah, facts. I just want to, like, now that we're wrapped up with basically it's pretty much wrapped. I just wanted to touch on Candle for a little bit because this was like another note to how she might be on some nobility shit. Like I noticed that when Reuven had saved Brooke and he was like resting in the castle, she was kind of saying, like in the official translation, she's like, I'm not mad at you. I just wish you would like kind of pay more. I wish you would pay more heed to your role as royalty. You know what I mean? To where like she's kind of like, why are you picking up this nigga, bro?
Ooh,
like
another point that you just brought to my mind. When they attacked the Marines, and basically they were just like, "Are you guys really gonna do this?" And her response was like, "I'm your devoted blade."
I wrote that shit too.
And that's damn near with like the what's
Like
it called? The
that's
Holy
exactly
Knights,
what.
or like the holy not the
That's exactly what Gunko is. She was when she was in God Valley. She was Manmare Gunko, Blade of God. Specifically, Blade of God in the text box.
that's yeah.
So it's like literally like he's telling us the foreshadowing. And this was also last shout out of Grand Line Review, but it's important because check out the scroll up and check out the full body of Kandel, and like so check how she's got the little dawn, like the cross and bones.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna blow your mind, right? Okay, so me intro, because I kind of want him to be. Sorry, Chad. I want my co-host to be kind of surprised when this.
Yeah, because I don't know what he's talking about, y'all. Are you talking about this? Like these little things right here?
Yeah, but check it out. Check it out. Check it out. It's not the first time. It is not the first time. Mihawk panels.
Okay.
So basically, so now that y'all know, or now that I've told him like that Dawn, because Oda, for the most part, like Grand Line Review, check out his most recent video because he highlights this better than I probably will. But like he goes into how like when characters in One Piece get that like Dawn, because that's like a pretty standard kanji, but it's always the same one. It's always like the blocks. It's just the normal ass like Comic Sans font, right?
Yeah.
But there's only like been a few characters in the series, like a handful, like literally on one hand, who have gotten a specific one. But Mihawk's is specifically that every time. And what's it called? So let's see. That's one of them. And then there's also one where he's with. Like, there's just multiple times where he's shown, and it's that specific, like font on his shit, to where there might be a Nerona, or maybe might be a correlation
Nerona
between
connection.
them. Maybe, or not a Nerona, because that's Emu, and we're not 100% confirmed that Emu and
Mihawk have some type of relationship.
have a relationship, but it's pretty damn near, like, easy to, it's
I mean, and I think I showed you this maybe off pod like one time, but if you look at the engravings on Yoru,
they even have it now. Yeah, I'm listening.
I was about to say, if you look at the engravings on Yoru, and you look at the
Yep.
engravings on the throne, and
It's the same.
It's the same.
It's the same, and then also the shape of Yoru is the same.
It's like the world
shape of the
government thing.
of the Dawn shit.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh, you're right. I didn't even think about that.
yeah, bro. But I'm trying to find, because there's just multiple ones. Maybe I had to go to the exact video that he's on. But let me see,
That nigga Mihawk might resurge back into my top 5 list.
bro. Like, I think it's
He used
gonna
to be a top 3 character for me, honestly.
Mihawk, Perona.
And I would love if he had some importance back into the story, other than
he
being
will,
like
yeah.
a final goal and
For Zoro.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because even like the whole Shanks rivalry they had, like that's got to get touched on.
Yeah.
Cause come on, son, them niggas we only saw them interact with each other one time,
Damn.
and that was when we saw when Luffy got his first bounty.
Yeah. Yeah, but Oda just doesn't do this shit by mistake. I'm looking for the other panel, but it would have to be, I'd have to go into the Grand Line video. I'm not going to do that right now. But like, yeah, so that really, like, that shit had me thinking like, oh, whoa, like, it might actually be like crazy. And then even this, I think like because they show that Mihawk's eyes are actually in the anime they make them yellow, but in the manga
They're
in the
red.
official and emus are red
Red
as well. Yeah. I don't know, bro. It's getting it's looking close. It's
I don't even know. I just can't wait for a detail, like for the confirmations. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I feel like there's so much that can be drawn, and Oda's just sitting back laughing, just being like, "Nah, it's been this." But it's fun to see you guys, come up with all these theories, though.
Bro, like it's like this nigga Oda's playing 4D fucking upside down
This nigga's playing
chess, bro.
eight-dimensional chess.
Fucking just on astral plane chess, bro. It doesn't even make sense. But
Fucking hilarious.
shit, I mean, like, damn, y'all. We caught up with 3 chapters, bro. I don't. We talked a lot. There's a lot to speculate. There's a lot for us to really mull over for the next few days until this next chapter comes out. But
1184.
1185.
1185. My bad. Yep.
Yeah,
1185.
yeah.
We're not on break this week, right?
Let me check. I'll double check it real quick. I would actually be pretty thrilled if we're on
I
break.
could have swore we weren't when I checked, when I read last night.
Don't do this. I don't know. It's not. It usually says on the Shonen Jump app how many days are left until the next chapter.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I ain't got my,
It's not saying on the Shonen app though.
I don't know where my phone is. Maybe it's somewhere.
Oh wait, but it also. Are we on? Because they stopped saying shit like we're on break week.
I just look for the next date.
Yeah, they stopped showing the date. Like they usually
Well, I don't use Shonen.
on the
I don't-
Shonen app.
I don't use the Shonen app.
Oh.
I use another manga app.
But yeah, they usually have like 13 days left until the fucking whatever.
Okay.
But they don't have that anymore.
But what's that? That's a wrap.
I think that's a wrap.
So,
I think that's a wrap.
guys, I want you to look me in the eyes when I say this. We're back, y'all. You know what I'm saying? There's some life comes through in waves, and you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it takes more attention, focus, and energy to maintain some of these things that happen off camera. But I want to thank you guys for being a part of the family, a part of the flock. Next week, we're back on it, you know what I'm saying? Like clockwork. Every Monday.
Every Monday.
Going live at 11:30.
Yeah, 11:30. Yeah.
11:30.
Yeah.
Going live every Monday. So check us out. Please tune in. Catch up on your own time. Manga, anime. Let us know where you guys are. Hit us up on Instagram, the Two Wings Podcast. Or you can hit us up individually, *_Umbra or 1-800-CALL-JAZZ. We both make music if you guys want to check that out. Same names. And it's been the best One Piece themed podcast in the world with your right wing, *Umbra.
So left wing, go ahead and tap in 1-800. You know the code. Call Jazz. What's up?
The Immortal Iron Fist drops Saturday. We're out of here. Thank you. Much love, y'all.